I'm Jen Stanovich, Executive Director of the Wachusett Area Chamber of Commerce, and I want to welcome you to this edition of On the Road. Today we truly are going on the road. We're going to Hubbardston, West Boylston, and Holden. First, we'll talk with Mary Cole at the True North Holistic Center and Retreat House. Then we'll head to West Boylston and chat with Adam Curtis, who is owner of Tasty Harvest Shrimp, and we'll wind up in Holden where Carl Hakkarainen will tell us more about Queen Lake Consulting. So it's a busy day. Join us as we go on the road with the Wachusett Area Chamber. We're here today at the True North Holistic Center and Retreat House in Hubbardston, and it's here in this tranquil setting that people will come to just take restorative workshops, classes, or maybe just to get away for a few days. And here with me is Mary Cole, who's the owner of True North. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Jim. Thank you for being here.
What a treat to be here. I mean, the one word that comes to mind is peaceful. It's just beautiful.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it is a place that people really can just come and relax. Get rid of their stress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me how you got into this in the first place.
I've been working in this kind of work forever. And probably 25 years ago, I started doing some women's groups through my church, and then eventually started having them at my home. We did some book discussion groups, and I realized there was a real call and a real need in women's lives. I really focused on women at that point solely, and a real need to just know who they are, get back in touch with what's important in their lives. Mm-hmm. And the more we did it at home, the more I realized it needed to have its own place set aside just for that. So in a very rash moment, I cashed in my 401k, got on the market, found this house, bought it, and rest is history.
It's just perfect because the setting is so tranquil. It's beautiful. It really is. Even the ride out here is just gorgeous. So initially you started this as more of a retreat house.
So initially it was really just going to be for private individual retreats for women to just come for a day or two and relax. And as we moved through the years, we found a couple of things. One is that we weren't being able to be sustainable with that kind of an income, but we didn't want to give that piece of it up. So we added some classes and some workshops to bring in some more income, so that we could still allow that kind of private retreat to happen.
And now you have a few buildings here. Now the house though, you can sleep how many here?
We can sleep 16. It has to be cozy.
Mm-hmm. but the whole house is cozy. It's how many bedrooms?
Cozy.
About
we have 5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
We have 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms,
yeah.
And we can sleep 16 people. And there's a sense about the whole property. You know, you're picking up on it, and it's true. There's just a sense about the whole property that it's very nurturing and relaxing.
It is. Well, and I think of the options here. I mean, you have a full kitchen, so businesses could come and they could have a day-long, kind of a retreat for themselves here, right? Or would you also house wedding guests if you needed to do that too?
We would, or family reunions, that sort of thing.
Sure, it would be great for that.
Yeah. And we will cook. If it's a business thing, it's maybe a staff appreciation lunch or something like that, you can bring in your own cooks, or we can cook for you. So we have that option, that flexibility. But if there's large groups in here, they often do bring their own cooking and take care of all that themselves.
And for people who are looking to just get away from it all, maybe on their own. Now you offer silent retreats.
We offer silent retreats 4 times a year, and I lead those, and I love them. And it's interesting to see how squirmy people are on Friday night.
I would think.
And by Sunday afternoon, they don't want to let go of the silence.
It's hard to shut it down, though, right?
It is very hard. And to ask people to really just go off-grid, leave their phone. There is Wi-Fi here, but for those kinds of retreats, we just don't allow anybody to be, and we just let people flow with the time, and I ring a little bell and they know it's time to come for dinner, and it just to watch the energy level of people just come down over a weekend like that is just amazing.
And these are open to anybody?
These are open to anybody.
Because initially you were focusing on women, but now not so much, right?
Right now, yeah. I mean, a lot of our programming, we state very clearly it is just for women. Others are very much mixed, mixed ages, mixed genders, and yeah. So
I think that's terrific. What other kinds of retreats do you offer?
We do a lot of programming around meditation and mindfulness. We're doing a program in a couple of weeks, at the end of May. A woman whose story is incredible. She was born in Rwanda and escaped during all the genocide that was happening there. And her story about how her life is transformed and how beautifully happy she is coming through a really horrific background.
Right.
And so we take a story like that and turn that into helping other people understand how their troubles can be transformed.
Wow, fascinating.
We do a class every summer. We pick a different animal. We talk about what we can learn from their lives. One being, we did the snake, and people are like, snakes. But they're fascinating, and snakes have to shed their skin in order to stay alive, or, and the way they do it is come up against a stone or a rock or something hard to start to break that skin to get it away. Well, sometimes in our lives we come against some hard things that help us shed the things that aren't good for us so we can grow.
Yeah.
Wow. So
we do a lot of mindfulness.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
And then you started to grow, and now you've converted the barn to offer other classes, right?
Right. So we have a big space in the barn that we use for movement classes, yoga classes, or lecture style, or we can set it up with tables and chairs. So it has a multi-purpose to it. But and we also have another building here on our site. I call it our campus. I guess I worked at a college for a while.
Absolutely. Yeah.
On a campus here. It's a new building. It was built about 1.5 years ago. And we have a company that rents that to women who come in, and they do lots of energetic work. They do energy training for things like integrated Reiki, that sort of thing. So they train people here. They come in and live in the house here. We feed them and house them here, and that training happens here, and that's in the studio as well. I offer Reiki treatments for individuals who are coming looking for that because I have been trained through them, and so that happens in the studio space. So there's a lot of different things that
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on,
and the property itself is beautiful. Now, this is how many acres?
It's 3.5 acres. In one corner of the property, we have a labyrinth, which is a wonderful meditative way to walk. And there's so many ways that you can use a labyrinth. And what I love about the way it's situated is that it's half in the shadow and half in the sunlight. So half of it is green and lush and mossy, and the other half is very dry and arid. And as you make your way around the path, you go in and out of those two things just the way you do in life. Sometimes life is full and rich, and other times it's very dry and arid, and so those two.
It just fits so beautifully here.
Yeah, and we have a meditation garden that was we turned it into a memorial garden. We asked for donations, and we had so people donated in the name of somebody that was important to them, either somebody who had passed or somebody who was still here that was significant in their lives, and it's a great place to sit and just be quiet. There's a fountain and beautiful flowers.
Yeah. Now, Mary, you also offer a collaborative now. Is that right?
That's right. We began about 6 months ago, and it's for anybody in this north central area who is a holistic practitioner, whether it's a massage therapist, somebody doing acupuncture, somebody teaching Reiki, offering Reiki classes, or Reiki treatments, that kind of thing. Just to get together, because it can be kind of lonely work. Often, most of those people are
work
single,
on their own.
yeah,
Sure.
And so just to talk with each other about what their issues are at work and ways we can support each other, and we have a speaker every month that comes in and talks about some aspect of complementary or alternative health, and it's a great group.
Once a month in the evening? Or?
It's in the morning. It's the fourth Wednesday of every month from 8:30 to 10 in the morning.
Oh, great. Okay.
Here.
And the only fee is just to go.
It's a $20 fee to attend.
Perfect.
Right. And we're always looking for new speakers and new members of that group. So.
Well, and you're right. Just to be able to share ideas and be with other people who do what you do is a treat.
Yeah, it's great. It's
good.
It's very helpful for everybody. Yeah,
Okay.
It's been good. So.
You have so much to offer. Can I just say I feel more peaceful just sitting here. There's something about this house. I think it's wonderful. And I just want people to know that, not only do you have the retreat house if they want to get away or have people stay here, but they can check your website to see all the classes that you offer. And
Right.
there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. Yeah.
And it's True North Holistic.
True North Holistic Center .org.
Okay, so we have to have people check it out.
Right.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, Mary. It's just a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming.